Minecraft, welcome to my latest Sandbox series. So with this one, I hope to kind of do somewhat what I do with the DayZ series in regards to providing guides and information, as well as having some fun little adventures along the way and showcasing what Minecraft has to offer, because there's so many little things you can do. There's me, I'm hosting this on my PC so I can build things really fast, and then using the Xbox so that it looks really smooth and higher resolution, everything like that. So a quick little tour of the house before we get on with things. So today, this is going to be my secret little laboratory thing we're going to use for experiments down there. For today, we are working on kind of showing off basic housing, creations, and stuff like that when you are initially getting into survival on those kind of first days. I just wanted to give a quick little house tour. I mean, obviously there are plans to kind of expand this, but just kind of a zany little place that I can show off was the goal. And yeah, I do have plans to take this further and show off different things. So if you have ideas for parts of Minecraft that you'd like covered, guide-wise, let me know, and I'll get working on that. So to start, this is really, I want to show off something where you can build easy housing when you're first starting, like the easiest things you can make. I want to go with a minimalistic design, some of those classic Minecraft buildings with a little bit of my flair on it. So to start off, the most basic thing to do, your day one Minecraft, you have no idea what you're doing. A straight up easy thing to do is to just basically cut a couple holes in the ground, a few blocks down, and then you're able to cover that up and the mobs won't be able to get you. So as you can see, I've dug 3 holes down, I've gone down in it, and I can close off the top. Ideally you'd have like a torch with you and then you could torch it off, but I don't, so that's not the case today. And then you're able to just kind of hop out of it using the dirt, and that is just like a basic little housing area that you can go and hide in, little hidey hole. I don't think there's any reason you should ever need to do that, but it's kind of like a running joke thing that Minecraft people do that kind of thing. So for this next one, this is like bare minimum house, the essentials. I wanted to create something that was really minimalistic, but still house based. So this is 16 planks worth. So you get planks from like the oak wood that you would cut down on a tree, and then you're able to actually kind of like build it in the traditional crafting area here. As you can see, we're just going to pull that over, and you place it, and then you can get, like 4 planks, more planks like that. That's the traditional method. You might have a fancier crafting thing. And in this series, I want to show off guides in regards to really giving you all the little details in regards to building things and handling stuff. So obviously, we're in a mix of creative and survival right now. Sometimes we'll do just survival. Sometimes we'll do just creative to show off various elements of gameplay. So you created the planks. You get 4 from your dark oak wood that you would just like punch or cut out of a tree piece like birch, or your regular oak like I have in my hand. And we're just going to quickly put that away, and then we create this little house. So what we've done here is we've kind of placed a few blocks. We've included the crafting table and the furnace as part of the side blocks. Aesthetically it may not look as good, but it's a good idea if you're trying to save the blocks that you're using by just using your furnace or your crafting table as part of it. And you can also use them from the outside, because you can use your furnace from behind. That's very helpful. And I know these might be a bit basic for some people, but some people might just be getting into Minecraft. A door at the back's really good. You set your respawn point by actually having a bed. You can only do that at night. You don't need to sleep the night off to set a respawn. You can actually just lay in it for a few seconds, get up, and then that respawn will be set, and it'll tell you or prompt you at the top left of the screen like so. So the walls are open. This is a good but yet not also good idea. Usually we will bar it off, and I'm going to kind of show that off with that design over there. Mainly, we can't get through here. You can't get in there. Mobs aren't going to be able to get in there, but you can get shot at through there. Say skeletons or spiders can crawl in. It doesn't happen too often, but it can. But again, the design here kind of leaving even the roof open, but you could close it off. Oh, did you know you can bounce in beds? That's kind of cool, right? Kind of a neat little thing. But yeah, I just wanted something minimalistic, easygoing for that first night, just to kind of show that off. And again, give you an idea of the limited planks that were at use here and everything like that. I also want to show off beds. So beds are kind of like an essential thing. You only need a limited amount of kind of product for it. So you need 3 wool and 3 planks. You can have wool or planks of any kind, and then you create a bed. And the beds can be multiple different colors. You have to place a bed with 2 spots in order for it to work. So yeah, for beds, this is kind of just the default one that shows up. Again, you can kind of put in different kinds of wool and get different colors of beds, all bounceable like I showed earlier. And this is different because traditionally the Minecraft beds used to just be like a sort of red one with a white fluffy pillow. And that's the way it used to be, but now we got all these different bed types that are available in the game. So again, going back to this, just the one light source, easygoing planks, simple design, keeps things out. If you're going more complex, because you have more time, and you actually want to spend time doing things, this is the type of house you can build. Now, this one is kind of built weirdly just to show things off. So I like to keep one kind of slot open. I'll usually put in panes of glass in this, because then it gives you a nice viewing point. So we'll go inside just so we can take a look at that. And you can kind of see in the surrounding where things are, and you can see that kind of mirrored in my designs. When I get more fancier houses, I completely block out the world, but as you can see from this aesthetic, when I'm building these simple houses, I want to know what's happening around me and get that sort of perspective in the game. Now, I've also changed the roof, so I like to build mine, which are 4 blocks kind of high. That leaves 3 blocks of living space. Now, the most you need is only 3 high, so you can actually build it like this, and you can block it off. As you can see, we'll go outside to actually show this off properly. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and then you make this top one the roof, and then you dig one down if you want to make that into a floor. It's not necessary to do your floors, but I mean aesthetically it looks nicer. But again, you can do though 1, 2, 3, and you can make that a roof, and you can see fine in it. It just kind of like limits your movement, and I like the freedom of having more kind of headspace above me. It makes me feel a little less claustrophobic, and again, that's entirely up to you and your design principles. So this one is still like a small kind of planked area, but you do get, you know, space for your bed, your furnace, your crafting table, which are essential aspects of Minecraft. 4 planks for that, 8 stone cobble or whatever for the furnace. I say cobble or whatever because you can use stone too. And space for other things. You put like a chest right here, a double chest, and it just kind of leaves a little bit of room. It's a good starter house. If you don't want to block it off with glass, because you know glass you need to make it by having a furnace, putting in coal here, or you know, the equivalent of a burning material, and then you have to put sand at the top, and then that will produce glass, and then you have to take a number of chunks of glass, and then from that point you're actually able to produce the panes, because you get this kind of glass, and then the panes are like a creation from it, which I guess we could kind of show off to a degree. So you get the glass from that, I guess, and then you gotta place it down nice and easily. I don't know, it's kind of nice having the slower console thing, and then you're just less fast-paced, and then you can see that you can make the glass panes. So again, that process is a heating material, charcoal, you can use coal, you can use straight up wood. On the sand produces the glass. You take 6 glass pieces, and then you can make 16 glass panes, and you can decorate your house with them. And you can see that kind of thing. They block stuff out, because right now a spider could sneak in through that. And it's just a nice design. Or if you're a little bit lazier, I wanted to show this off. The fencing kind of works fine too. It limits your viewing, but it does still do the job, and it blocks everything and looks aesthetically pleasing while giving you a line of sight outside. Or you can just block it off with the planks. Entirely up to you. Another kind of lazy, easygoing design that I prefer a lot, I kind of even used it here, but I just kind of want that like mountain estate view on this world, is just a house in the hills. You don't have to do anything. You just break open like some dirt, or if you have a pickaxe, you cut through the cobble, the stone, or you could do it with your hands, but that's really not worth it, infinitely slower. And then you just come in here, and you can dig as much space as you want. There's no wood involved aside from your bed and the wool, and you just place it, and you can kind of be good to go. Be careful when you're placing a bed in kind of tight space like this, because you could wake up and take damage, which isn't good. But again, that's just a lazy, easygoing, simple house. Works perfectly fine. It's well hidden. You could even, like, you know, imagine this is dirt. You could just block it off and be like, you know, if other people can't notice you, they can't, you know, they won't attack you. And then you've got your safe little area. The final house I wanted to go over today is the treehouse. So this is another kind of easy, lazy, quick one. You just build ladder pieces, which are comprised of sticks. So you just get a lot of sticks, which you get from planks, and then you're able to build the ladders, or you can just use blocks to kind of build up, and then you can hop up into it. And then you're going to want to find the center kind of piece here, this part, and use that as a building point. I built around it here, expanding the area outwards so that I can have just a bed, and it gives you a nice sort of tactical view. You can see the terrain around you nice and easily from up here. You're protected, you're safe, creatures aren't going to scale it, and you're good to go. I put a door just for, you know, finesse, but really not too much is needed when you're building yourself a treehouse. And of course you can go more fancy with your treehouse, go further out, build whatever you want. But yeah, that's just the idea of it if you want a more aerial perspective on house building. So there you go. These are some simple houses, really easy to kind of make and use. I hope you enjoyed them. Again, if you have more Minecraft ideas or concepts that you want explored or guides for particular elements of the game, let me know. And I'd like to just really focus on making this educational in regards to showing things off, but also maybe having some adventures and stuff along the way too. It really is just sort of an open platform for me to jump into Minecraft, have a great time, teach some things, and hopefully, you know, show off what I'm doing. I just think it's kind of cool, you know, playing this game. Just countless hours doing things, making new things like this fireplace. I kind of like the idea of it. It's just kind of like stairs, and I just came up with it. I mean, I could probably do like upside down stairs in the middle here and kind of make it one seamless thing. And that's the beauty of Minecraft. There's so many options for what you can do in it. And again, you know, this house isn't fancy. I just put it up when the internet was down today. So this is kind of the vision I have for it. I hope you kind of like the area, and again, I'd like to build cool things, try new stuff out, and enjoy the sandbox. Maybe a tease over there. We've got a village in the distance. That'll be cool to talk about because there's lots of new village mechanics. I've got my trusty horse Spotty. I'd like to put a barn up here. I'm gonna have maybe this landscape by my pro pal, and yeah, Minecraft has a lot of possibilities for things to do, and it's generally just quite a lot of fun to play. So I hope you enjoyed this adventure in Minecraft, and yeah, pretty cool housing. I mean, obviously we can do better, but I just wanted to show off something that's great for people that are starting out in the game, just to kind of get concepts and ideas of where you can build from and what sort of, you know, things you need just to get started initially off the bat. Very simple designs, very easy going.